Hello friends, this is Astrologer Mohnish once again, and thank you for watching my videos about Vedic astrology. Well, thank you for your overwhelming response to my playlist, How to Read Your Own Chart Like a Pro. And for my new viewers who have just landed on this video of mine, I would encourage you to please watch this playlist from episode number 1 so that you can understand the technicalities of astrological chart and how you read it without putting any analysis and paralysis. A very simplified method to know about yourself, to know about your life, and to know that how these cosmic planets, which are sitting in one of your 12 house systems, are going to dominate the affairs or dominate that particular area of your life. So in this video, I'll teach you very simple way to see what are the zodiac signs the planets are sitting in. So, what are the zodiac signs and how do they act in our horoscope? So, without any analysis paralysis, without any confusions, understand this concept. The zodiac signs act as a makeover for the planets. Zodiac signs add the cosmetic makeover over the planets where the planets are sitting in your chart. It's very easy. It's very simple. Do not get confused into your Virgo, your personality is like that, your Sagittarius, your personality is like that. Do not bring that into the picture because that is a concept of Western astrology where they give a lot of emphasis on the zodiac signs. The Vedic astrology is based on certain layers. The top layer is the planet, then the nakshatras, and then the zodiac signs. And out of these three, the nakshatras are the strongest. They are the strongest. And that's the reason I always link quantum physics with Vedic astrology. If you happen to know what is the interference pattern in quantum physics, you will understand what I'm saying. So if the light source is this, and in between there is a split or there's another reflector, and the light hits the reflector, and that reflector creates a new pattern. That's called interference pattern. You might have seen in the lakes or the oceans when you throw a stone in the ocean or in the lake, you see the pattern of waves. And those waves, when they reach or when they touch another stone or maybe a rock inside the ocean or inside the lake, they create a new pattern. So this is how the planets and the nakshatras work and the zodiac sign work. So planets which are very far off, when they are emitting their solar rays, they are being objected by or obstructed by the nakshatras, and that they change the pattern of those source light. And then the nakshatras, after the nakshatras, there are zodiac signs, which are very much close to our elliptical, where from where the sun rises or all the zodiac signs travel. So that zodiac signs again interfere to that cosmic energy which has been traveling from the planets. So planets, nakshatras, zodiac signs. Out of these, the nakshatras are the most important part, and I'll teach you how to read the nakshatras. Because in Vedic astrology, everything is derived from nakshatras. If you happen to know that Vedic astrology gives a lot of emphasis on the Mahadashas, Antardashas, and the Prantardashas, the three planets which are controlling the major situation of your life at any given time. So these Mahadashas are calculated based on the time when you were born, your moon was in what nakshatra. So the time of your Mahadasha starts when you were born at a certain place and time, and your moon is in certain nakshatra. And from there, the calculation starts at what Mahadasha you are starting as you start your life, and then what will be the next and what will be the next. So if the Mahadasha is based on the nakshatras, then everything, your situation of life is all dependent on the nakshatras. And nakshatras are very, very important and the most powerful concept of Vedic astrology. And I've seen many astrologers who does not even bring nakshatras into the picture. They just see nakshatras only for the rainfall, monsoons, or for other mundane event predictions. And that's the reason they are never 100% accurate. They're only 60, 75% accurate because they only consider the planet, which is a source of emitting the cosmic rays on you. They don't understand the interference pattern in between, which is scientific, which is a quantum physics. That the light rays or the electrons, when they are being interfered, They create their own waves, they create their own pattern. Google it, search it, quantum physics interference pattern. Then you will understand what I'm trying to say here. So, without much of the talks, I'll show you how to use your zodiac signs, which act as a makeover of the cosmic rays the planets are emitting. It's a cosmetic makeover over the planets in the houses wherever the planet sits in your chart. And with this example, the things will become very, very clear for you. No analysis, no paralysis, I guarantee you. Less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to share my screen with you to show you an example that how you can understand what are these cosmetic behaviors the planet gets when they enter one of the zodiac signs. So before we go further, you need to understand this. The zodiac signs have four major elements: the fiery element, earthy element, airy, and watery element. And the fiery means very active, earthy means very stable, airy means very intellectual or is a sign of intelligence, and watery means sensitive and emotional. And these are the signs which come under these categories. If you see 159, these are the fiery, and one is Aries, 5 is Leo, and 9 is Sagittarius. 2, 6, 10, which is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So these comes under the earthy signs. And Aries is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And finally, the watery is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So all you need to do is just keep it in handy in front of you, or I'll show you a technique how you can easily figure out the signs, whether they are fiery, earthy, airy, and watery in your chart, and then how you read them. So I will open a chart here, which I did in my previous video, how to read your chart, episode 16, about Swami Vivekananda. And all you do is you open your chart, and I'm just sharing a very easy and very simple technique here. So wherever you see one here, okay, open your chart. Wherever you see sign one, this sign is Aries. So put here fiery, put here F. This is a fiery sign. Then where you say two, you should put here earthy. So and follow the chronological order. Fiery, earthy, sign number 3 is airy, and 4 becomes watery, right? And then you write again fiery, earthy, airy, and watery. Sorry, watery. And then again you follow the same pattern: fiery, earthy, airy, and watery. Now you get everything here very clear, very crystal clear. I'm going to just erase it and make it fiery. So very easy. Now you can see, once you have drawn this, now see where your moon is. The first step you see is, where is your moon? Circle it. So moon is in the earthy sign. Earthy means stable. Your thoughts will be very stable, very easygoing. You will not have any ego and pride, or not will have a agitated thoughts. If you see your moon in a fiery sign, so this is Swami Vivekananda's chart. His moon is in the earthy sign. He was very stable in his thought process, very calm, very relaxed. If your moon is in the earthy, in the airy sign, your thought process are very, very active. So active that you cannot control them. You're continuously thinking. Your monkey mind is always running like this because your thoughts are very active. They are under the influence of the fiery sign, the zodiac sign, which is acting as a cosmetic layer on top of where the moon is sitting in your chart. If your moon is in the airy sign, that means you're too much logical. You think things from so many angles. You take time to make a decision. You get into analysis paralysis because your intelligence comes into the force of pushing and pulling your emotions. Mind is your emotions, moon is your emotions, how you think the world is treating you. And your wisdom, your intellectual does not understand that emotional aspect. It wants logical understanding and the concepts to be very clear practically before taking any decision. You don't trust people so easily also because you're so intelligent that you think things from so many perspectives, from the positive perspective and the negative perspective. And if your moon happens to be in the watery sign, you're very emotional, you're very sensitive. Somebody says anything bad to you, you will cry. You're very emotional, you will take things personally, and you will be a non-revengeful person, that you will cry, you will be sensitive, you will be isolated, but you will never try to harm others, because your moon is your emotions, and it's in the sign of water, which makes you very, very sensitive. So your moon is the first thing you should always see, which sign it is coming under. And then you can use the same technique to know how would be your services would be. So sixth house is your service house, the service what you provide to people, or service you provide to your job, or whatever the services you are providing to others. This is sixth house. So in sixth house, you see the Lord of sixth in this case is Venus, right? So it's a sign is Taurus. Lord is sitting in Venus. Venus in the second house of Capricorn, which is an earthy sign again. So if your job house, the Lord of your job is sitting in an earthy sign, you will be very stable, very well connected to your job, to the services what you're providing. If it is a fiery, let's say if Venus would have been sitting in a fiery sign, right? Fiery signs could be Aries or could be a Sagittarius, then you're very active in your job. You may switch your jobs very fast, very actively, or you follow it so passionately that you're not never be at ease. You're not finding a stability. You want to just keep going on and on and on and on. So fiery means the firepower, right? Similarly, if your job, the lord of your sixth house is sitting in a watery sign, you're sensitive to the environment where you work. You're very emotionally connected there, connected with the people you work for, connected with the community you work for. You will be very much, sensitive to their needs, and also emotionally connected, that you won't be easily changing jobs and changing the work environment. And if it is under the Aries sign, then you use a lot of your intellectual, a lot of your analytical skills during the services you provide to others. And that could be also that, you do a favor and you need a favor, right? Something, because logic is always the spearhead in your profession, other than the emotions or sensitivity. So this is how you see your karma's house. 10th house is the house of your karmas. See where the lord of your karmas is sitting. So in this case, Swami Vivekanandaji chart, the lord of karma is Mercury, and it's sitting in the earthy sign. So its sign is Capricorn, and it's an earthy sign. So very easy. You can just map it out that Swami Vivekanandaji was very, very grounded in his karmas, in his actions, right? He's very, very grounded when it comes to his services also, that he's not demanding anything back, he's not putting any logic behind it, he's just been very grounded, no ego, no attitude, just helping people. Similarly, his karmas are so grounded, well connected to his values, to his boundaries. Second house is house of family values also. So you add this cosmetic layer to the planets to see how the things are. See where the sun is, see where your sun is. In Swami Vivekananda chart, sun is sitting in the fiery house. Sun is a soul, sitting in first house. First house is your personal branding, your personal image, your interaction with the people, approach towards life. Fiery, very fiery energy that adds to the persona, the aura of a person. If the sun is in the fiery sign, you are being perceived as a person of a great attitude. Your fame is there, your status will be there, because the fiery sign, the zodiac sign fiery, where the sun is sitting, sun is already a fiery planet, and it's sitting in the fiery zodiac sign. It's adding to the power of the sun. So this is how you see. If sun would have been into the earthy sign, then you're very well grounded. You don't care about your name, fame, anything. You're very grounded. You work in a very stable format. You don't bring too much of your egoism or too much of conditional work you do for life, right? You are easygoing with a stability, with a pace. You want to follow a natural pace. But with the fiery sign sun, your soul has an anxiety to go and do best as much as you can in a very limited amount of time. If sun would have been in a watery sign, your soul is connected with the sensitivity, with the emotions of people. You can connect with people emotionally on the emotional grounds very easily. And your soul is so sensitive that you can become a natural healer. right? And if the sun is in the Aries sign, your soul is again too much into analysis, too much into thinking, too much logical, finding the logical sense instead of an emotional sense, or believing too much into the logical things of life. So it's not easy for a person who has most of the planets in a in an Aries sign to easily get convinced, right? Like when I say to people, subscribe to my channel, I know most of the people who are Gemini ascendant, Gemini is in Aries sign, or their moon is in the Aries sign, they are not the people who can easily subscribe to my channel. And I can assure you this. You can see your chart, if you know where you are in terms of where your moon is, your sun is, and most of the planets falling into the Aries sign, you find a reason to do anything in life, a logical reason. You, before you click like on my video, you will think twice. What value Mohnish is getting if I put press like here? What he will make, or what his benefit that he's asking us to subscribe, and why should I subscribe? That's the typical nature of Aries people. Too much of analysis paralysis. The first people who might have connected to me with me or my channel would be the Cancerians, because they are sensitive, they're emotional. They want to give back as much as they take in. And I'm also Cancerian sign. My ascendant is Cancer. And I know Cancerians connect with me very naturally. I'm a sensitive person, I'm an emotional person. And people who have their moon in Cancer or ascendant in Cancer, which is a watery sign, they are the first people who might have clicked like to my videos or have subscribed to my videos. So I'm just giving an example here. I'm not asking you to subscribe or like it unless you want to do it. It's up to you, right? I'm not getting into that you do it, it's your choice, you don't do it, it's your choice. Okay, but what I'm doing is I'm doing my karmas, my actions, and I'm putting my firepower towards my teaching, my way of helping people to transform their life. So this is how you do. So see where the planets are sitting, the Lord, the moon, where the moon is sitting, which sign it is in, Aries, fiery, earthy, airy, watery. Then you see where the sun is. Then you see where the Lord of your service is sitting, sixth Lord, or your karmas is sitting. And then you can also see your food habits. Where's your second Lord sitting? Like this, in this case, the second Lord is Saturn. Saturn is sitting in earthy sign. So you can see that Swami Vivekananda ji is very grounded in the matters of his food choices also. If your Lord of second is sitting in fiery, that means you love to eat spicy food. Your choices about your food does vary. Okay, if it is airy, you put a lot of wisdom, a lot of logic behind eating anything. What should you be eating, following a diet? This do I should do this, I should not do this, I should calculate the calories, blah 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 blah. And if it is a watery sign where the Lord of second is sitting, you are sensitive, you're emotional. You pray to God that whatever God has given you, you will take it as his blessings. And you will not go into more analysis paralysis. So this is very easy, best way of knowing about you from the cosmetic perspective, the where the planets are sitting, what cosmetic energies are acting on those cosmic energies. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you like this video. Open your charts and see which signs your planets are sitting, and then map it out. Are they fiery signs? Are they earthy signs? Are they airy signs? Are they watery signs? Okay, and this is Astrologer Mohnish once again. I'm helping you to reach out, transform people's life. I'm helping you to reach out and see people's chart and learn astrology. Understand astrology is all science. The most important science of your life is Vedic astrology. If you happen to learn this, you have literally changed your life. I can assure you this. So, once again, Astrologer Mohnish, I'll see you in my next video, and I'll bring some very new topics, some very hidden techniques of knowing and learning about your destiny, your chart. And as I said again, if you happen to be Cancerian, I'm sure you will subscribe to my channel. If your moon is in the watery sign, you might have already done it. But if you are a Gemini and if your moon is in the Aries sign, all you're doing is just encouraging me and motivating me to put more videos. There's no other benefit I am getting out of it. So stop being too much judgmental or getting into analysis paralysis. Okay, so stay safe, stay happy. This is Astrologer Mohnish once again. I will see you in my next video very soon. Thank you.